Alrighty guys, welcome back to the show. So this is a buddy of mine actually, Hardy Ninja, sent this replay to me, and he was like, this replay is really good, you should give it a watch. He's been helping me out a lot, get better as a Supreme Commander player. I've run into him probably, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times since I started playing, and I think I think I might have taken a game off of you, bud, one time, but yeah, he pretty consistently beats me. So anyway, he sent me this replay and was like, this replay is really, really good. I made it about 15 minutes into it and was like, wow, this would make an awesome game to cast. So yeah, I'm gonna make you famous now, man, to the 3 people that actually watch my videos. But anyway, let's get this out of the way. That's enough of me promoting, explaining, I don't know what you want to call it. So let's get into the actual replay here and introduce the players. So on this side we have Hardy Ninja. He's playing Seraphim, going first land, and I don't believe he's queued up another factory yet. Doing the pretty standard land factory, 2P gens, mass extractors, sending engineers out, etc. On this side we have Strife 584. And he's gone first land and is going second air. Same kind of deal. So you got your 2P gens, building up some mass extraction points. Looks like he went for 3, and then more P gens, last mass extractor, and then going for the air factory. So pretty standard starts, nothing too out of this world. So let's see how this actually ends up shaking out. And then we've got additional P gens queued up from Hardy Ninja, sending engineers out to grab these mass extraction points. Also lots of good reclaim on this map. Do a control shift, we can see kind of around these rocks there's pockets of reclaim, and then there's a ton of trees, and trees are pretty small amounts of reclaim, but hey, you know, any reclaim is good reclaim, right? We've got a Tham, or a Thame, I don't really know how you pronounce these, and a Selen, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Moving over to this side, they're probably going to take it down that side. Similar little raiding party coming out from Strife 584. Also going for large expansion on his side, with engineers going and queuing up mass extractors, the all-important hydro, and then expanding over to this side. Looks like he's throwing down our radar over here as well. Another raiding party coming out from Strife, and a similar raiding party coming out from Ninja. So both of them going for the 2 raiding party approach. Except with Seraphim, obviously you don't have access to the labs, so he's going for Thams instead, which should do just fine. This raiding party, making it down the flank all the way into this corner, might try and hook in to get this engineer. This one doing a similar strategy. I don't know if this guy can, if they can see each other yet. No. Okay, so these guys can definitely see each other now. So we'll see if there's a command to intercept. So the Selens come over, and that Selen's just going to get annihilated. That Tham, though, will make it back. I don't know whether that was a decoy move or what I don't know whether that was a decoy move from Ninja to get him to, what is it, the Kansas City Shuffle? If you guys can name, if anybody can name that movie, the movie that's from, I'll be heartily impressed. Great cast, Morgan Freeman. I'm blanking on the guy. It's the guy who plays the lead role in Armageddon. I cannot believe Bruce Willis playing that movie. Great movie. Hunter's moving in, doing a little bit of harass. This Tham should be able to mop him up, though. I doubt they'll be able to get another engineer kill. This raiding party ran into a Tham, but is not pursuing. So these guys might be able to scalp that engineer kill before this guy catches up. This Tham has still gone undetected, though. Dangerously so, and is looking like it's gonna hook in and probably try and make its way into the backfield. I don't know, we'll see what happens here. This Hunter looks like he is gonna claim an engineer kill, and they get mopped up by the Thams as they come in from a response. Some T1 bomber action. There's an interceptor here, though, so we'll see how much damage that bomber actually ends up doing. Looks like he's gonna get 1 run off, probably take out a couple engineers, maybe. Yep, 2 engineers taken out. It's a good run. Obviously you try and get a little bit more normally out of your bombers, but yeah, 2 engineer kills, can't argue a whole lot with that. A similar T1 bomber action coming out from Strife. This guy looks to be vectoring in on this little pocket of engineers, working on that little line of power generators and bombs away. And, oh, nope, I was completely wrong. He was going for the power generators. Commander out front from Ninja. Mass extractors being captured. So Ninja's got a really good expansion strategy, it looks like. He went for all four of these back here, whereas Strife prioritized the Hydro. Not really sure which one's better, nor am I qualified to say. But I can say that they're different, and I am qualified to say that they're different. This Stamp did end up making it in the backfield, claimed to Mex, but it looks like these the Mantis response from Strife will put an end to that. Ninja getting very bold here, just going and taking a marching his commander all the way to the other side of the map and just saying, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and smack myself 2 mass extractors down in the middle of your territory. I don't think those will those mass points will hold for very long, but we can dream, right? No plays yet for the side islands. Side islands in this game are just always like, I don't know, you get real focused on this central portion and then you forget these things exist, and I will be the first to admit that I do that way more often than I should. Large amounts of T1 factories queued up for Strife here. Definitely going to go for the Cybran all-out assault. Apologies for the message. That little raiding party is gonna have to retreat. Strife is moving his comm in to respond to what is a brazen violation of his territory, and he is not happy about it. Just gonna go ahead and kill those mass extractors. Oh, we got some Mantis. Definitely slipped past. Must have run down the side. Must have missed that one. But these Mantis are definitely going to cause some damage on this side before any troops are going to be able to make it over to respond. Probably going to be able to claim all of these mass extractors. Some comm-on-comm action as well. We've got a lot of T1 forces from Strife converging kind of on this position. So Ninja definitely needs to be mindful of his comm. Obviously, with numbers like that, it's not yet super threatening, but it's getting to dangerous territory. He does have a little bit of backup. It shouldn't cause too many problems. Wow, this group of Mantis are brothers in arms back here, just tearing it up, tearing their way through Ninja's back line. They claim the Hydro. That's not going to do a whole lot of favors for Ninja's power production. They'll even be able to, they will probably be able to mop up this response force as well. Only 3 Thams in here, or 2 Thams and a Zooey. Not ideal at all. So he's trying to regain control of this little flank. Set up a factory there, probably going to set up some more production there just to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen again. But we've just got lots of bad guys coming in. We can do a quick count on what main battle units look like across the map. So we got 60 Mantis for Strife, and on the Hardy Ninja side we can work with, let me find a Tham. We got, oh no, wait, 39. So working with about 50% more main battle units than our Seraphim player. And you can chalk that up to really how much damage he's done to his economy with power failures, taking out mass extraction points. You know, Ninja's had a terrible time trying to hang on to this bottom area with these like little run-by raids that the Cybran Mantis and Medusas are so good at being able to pull off. All right, so it looks like there's gonna be a push here. Ninja is sending his comms straight into the middle of things. Okay, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. But again, there's a reason why he and I have played 7 or 8 times, and I think I've only beaten him once. It's because his balls are way bigger than mine. No, I'm kidding. All right. Defensive emplacement taken out on this side as well, and Strife is not letting up the pressure on this half of the map. He really wants to lock Ninja out of this starting location and cripple his economy. Speaking of economy, though, even with the damage that's happened, well, actually, I take that back because Ninja appears to be having either a power lock, power lock issue. Okay, so I was about to say that they're very close in eco, but Ninja is power locking very badly. Chalk that up to a T2 power generator currently being built. He is low on time. There are T1 units bearing down on his position. And so I think he's trying to get it to thin him out as much as possible with his commander and save as many of his T1 forces for whenever shit gets real. Beautiful bomb. Claims 4. That is all it will claim, though. And now we see the noose starting to tighten. Comm on comm action. Interceptors battling overhead. It looks like Strife, though, will seize air control for the time being. Those interceptors. You don't want to land your interceptors there, though. Okay, good. Nope. But the attack's kind of petering out. Ninja's doing a really good job of using his comm judiciously instead of recklessly. So he's using it just enough to give him an edge. And we do have T2 on the field now, so in the form of Illshivas. These T2.5 assault bots turning up just in the nick of time here for Ninja. Another run by on the T1 side of things on this side of the map. Just really having a hard time locking this area down with, I mean, even tried setting up PDs and etc. Strife is just able to bring in enough artillery and enough units to be able to keep him locked out. Now we're threatening T2 mass extractors as well as land factories. Well, we're not really threatening. We're tickling a land factory, but that mass point should go down. Yep, that's not good. Is he going to lose another one here? A PD should help, but yeah, he's going to lose another one. So that's 2 T2 mass extractors down. That's not what you want to see. And it looks like he is still power stalling. Okay, no, he's not. He's just losing mass points. So he's working with 33 mass per tick to 74. Obviously, there's a lot of fluctuation here from the reclaim side of things, as both of them are reclaiming wrecks and trees. But Ninja's definitely working with less real estate from a mass perspective than Strife is, as Strife has got this whole side on lockdown. Lots of engineers on reclaim missions from the Cybran player. And then things got a little quiet. And that would be presumably because this gun upgrade just got finished. It looks like he had all of his Mantis assisting it as well. Handy little trick on the Cybran side of things. Your Mantis can assist any build. It's not big at all, but it does exist. And we've got a sizable amount of Illshivas now in the field. By sizable, I mean 3. 6. More adding all the time. Not where you want to park your planes. We have a very large force that are having trouble dealing with this cliff. Everybody decided that they wanted to go over the cliff instead of just around it. Man, that's worse than a traffic jam in Austin. But this looks bad. We've got kind of a pincer movement happening here. I believe this is pretty much entirely T1 though for Strife, so it could be worse. Yes, we've got a lot of units as well as some jesters coming in to add insult to injury. And these Illshivas are good, but there are only a few of them that have to hold the line here. Commander down to 9,000 health, 8,000 health or so. These Illshivas are... Man, these things are good. This is starting to look bad. There's a lot of red units here. A lot of red. Hardy Ninja's down to 9,000 health. Picking up a couple points in vet that are definitely helping him out. Losing another Illshiva there. You got 3 Illshivas left that are covering the retreat of his comm. Strife throwing out the GG, assuming he's won already. We're now past where I watched this originally, so I don't know. He might win here. He's throwing in overcharges. 3,000. Continuing to fall. Illshiva's doing what they can. 2,000. 1,500. 1,000. Oh. 600. And another army turns up, and I think he's going to be okay, barring like Corsairs or something. Nope. Okay. Oh man, and he could turn this around on Strife right here. He's got a lot of Illshivas there, and the Illshivas shred commanders. If he can get enough of them surrounding Strife here. They're not attacking. They're not attacking the comm. They're attacking all of the units. I don't think he's got enough. He doesn't have enough units anymore, I think, to deal with it. He might never have had enough there. Oi. Alrighty. And Ninja's back here, getting a change of pants, I'm sure. Gunship harass being used over here, so Strife obviously got tired of harassing with T1 land units and has decided to harass now with T1 air units. Jesters are good bang for their buck and really tearing through these mass points pretty quickly. But we got the T1 land spam coming up, a Selen sitting there cloaked, getting lots of good intel on what the unit movements are. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there are enough units for Ninja to respond, even though he knows that they're there. But he's going to lose another mass extraction point. That land factory is going to go down. He is pushing a little bit with these Illshivas, though. And these things are putting in work. I'm only seeing T1 from Strife. Where are we on? Okay, so T2 is done. There are a couple rhinos out. How many rhinos are we working with here? Okay, 7. All right, never mind. He's had T2 for a little bit. I'm just blind. Illshiva's tearing their way through Mantis. And this is, see, the danger of failed pushes like that. And Ninja's doing an excellent job here of making sure to get engineers out and grab this millions of mass in this kind of kill zone. But looking at eco, though, we've got, it looks like 27 sustained mass per tick. And Reclaim is definitely keeping him in this game. But from a mass extractor point, his mass extractors are not doing a whole hell of a lot. T1 air still, T2 land, not making the jump yet to T3, which is, well, probably good considering he has next to no mass. But these Illshivas are just like carving it up. I guess the reason why I'm talking so much about the Illshivas is because, well, actually, I'm blind. There's a huge run-by down here that is currently happening. I need to do a better job of paying attention to my mini-map. Jesters have claimed some more damage. And his comm is back here, and his comm is still not in, you know, excellent shape. Although these are all T1 units. I don't think there's any rhinos in this mix, no. These units are going to turn inward, though. Interceptors should be able to mop up those gunships. A hero Illshiva, 1 versus the world. 1 plus a point defense back here. Let's see if he's going to lose another mass extractor. Yep. And that is another mass point down. That is a mass point that Ninja could not afford to give up. Alrighty, so 3 Illshivas show up, a few Thams, putting an end to this little incursion. We also have additional T2 point defense set up under this shielding, and then we have T2 looks like coming for as an upgrade on the comm. I'm gonna get back a little bit of health with that, and also just help rebuilding his territory. So the reason why I guess I'm so blown away by these Illshivas is everybody's been like, oh my gosh, they're so good, and then every time it seems like I play Seraphim, they just seem underwhelming to me. But here they're definitely making a fantastic showing. Maybe I just never got a critical mass. He's just like lasering down these rhinos. I guess maybe I just never got a critical mass of them. And it looks like he definitely has a critical mass with the 8 or so, 9 or so that are in that little group. Just absolutely shredding that army. An effort being made to, I guess, sweep this area, but he didn't see that little group of Medusas and Sky Slammers. T2 is done. Engineers headed back out to rebuild these mass extractors. Definitely a good thing to gain mass extraction. Definitely a good idea to gain mass extractors. Wow, can't speak. Okay, so Strife has now made a play for these side islands. Just dropping mass points down there. It looks like this guy is headed up to that one to just drop some mass points. So no heavy fortification or factories, anything like that. Just the mass extractor. Just the mass extracting operation. Another little push. Strife definitely knows where kind of the weak side is, except this time Ninja's going to bring out his comm to deal with it, and he's got plenty of Illshivas to turn back that storm. Engineers grabbing this plateau again. Still only at 36 mass per tick. With reclaim, obviously, but still struggling. And we can look at the mass total. So we have 60k pulled in versus 73k for Strife. So Strife definitely winning on the mass total game. I mean, even dropping engineers down here to try and claim this corner for himself. I don't know how long those engineers are going to be, though, for this world with this little force bearing down on him. Yeah, these guys are going to get taken apart. Yep, so these engineers are going to put together this mass extractor, but it won't even be alive for 30 seconds to pay for itself, most likely. Unless they just leave it alone. Nope, that is not going to make it for 30 seconds. Got some hoplite action now, so using the range of the hoplites to try and deal with the Illshivas, keeping them at arm's reach, but you have to keep them at arm's reach, otherwise you die. And these things... Oh, never mind. The hoplites, there wasn't enough hoplites. They're going to run away. Hoplite's great range, though. Do great damage. Only thing is you can't let anything get close to them. Okay, so Ninja's starting to stabilize here. Starting to be able to push back. He's got his T2 commander over here building T2 land factories, so is obviously real sick of the shenanigans going on down here in the bottom corner of his side of the map. It's probably going to get straight to work to some Illshivas. And then we have a T2 battle that happens. Ninja definitely taking with the cognizance to focus down a lot of those rhinos at the beginning before they end up running away. And then it looks like he's had enough of this ranged hoplite action as well, so is moving in his army to deal with them appropriately. Alrighty, so beginning to hit back, and all of a sudden it doesn't look like Strife has like that many units. He's got a lot of production, got a hell of a lot of production, but doesn't have a whole lot of units. We do have T3 though on the field. Well, loyalists. I guess I use T3 in air quotes. I feel like a loyalist is about as good as an Illshiva. It'd be a good test to do. See how many Illshivas it takes to kill a loyalist. I'll bet it won't take that many. 2 max. 1 might be able to take one on one. 1 might be able to take one on one. How many times can you put one and on into a sentence? Yeah, these loyalists are just getting taken apart. Granted, they're far superior numbers, but I think you should go for breaks instead. So now it's Ninja's turn to do a little run-by action on this side. Engineers trying to put together some T1 point defense. Point defense, though, not. Especially T1, not going to help you whenever you've got this many Zuis and Illshivas on the field. Rhinos and Loyalists trying to get the kind of the back end of this column taken out, but not being able to get it done. Now it's Ninja's turn to hit back and say, tired of you taking my corner, now I want to take yours. Down here, these guys made it way further in. So these guys made it all the way into the primary base. It was not too long ago that Strife was doing the same thing to Ninja. Got Strife's comm out there dealing with it, as well as a Cerberus, and it looks like engineers are trying to get together some other Cerberuses or energy storage. Just ignore that. These energy generators, though, not long for this world. The downside of Cerberus is they really just kind of tickle. They don't really do a whole lot of damage. This army is now going just straight into the backfield now, wanting to eliminate those mass and energy options from Strife. Strife's still hanging on. He's up at 83 roughly, I think, is his mass per tick. It looks like he's really only running on, well, he's running on these as well, and these are about to go bye-bye, so we're about to see his mass per tick drop in a big way. Are we still making loyalists? We are still making loyalists. And he's sending them in one by one. It's not going to work out for you. It is a bold strategy and it will not work. Yep, he's like, yep, that's it, I'm turning around. Another push though coming in from the front. Hoplites keeping the Illshivas at arm's reach. Well, keeping him at arm's reach until the hoplites decided to pull him in closer. Oh man. I'm just gonna make this the little screenshot. Just one Illshiva, if I can find one that's standing still. APM's too high, buddy. As soon as I find one that's standing still, he's like, probably just gonna make that the thumbnail right there. that one. We can grab this guy. These things look menacing, let me tell you. Those twin cannons. Looks like they have wings or like rocket boosters on the back. All right, sorry, focus. All right, well, it's a good thing. That's the end. Man, great comeback. Let me tell you, I mean, if you could sum that up, that game up in one word, it's literally just Illshiva. Like, those things, oh, man, that was nasty to see. That was nasty. Kill death ratio, let's kind of wrap up because I'm curious. Those Illshivas, he probably got a lot of miles out of them, and yeah, this tells you a lot. 1.5 kill death ratio. So for every unit that he was losing, he was killing 1.5, which is, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty gnarly. Especially, I don't think he ever made the jump to T3. No, he never did. His HQ is still T2. So yeah, just the Illshiva spam and win. Well done, sir. Well done. Well, guys, I'll wrap it up there. I'll probably send this to Ninja. He'll probably get a kick out of this as well. I don't think he knows that I do this. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to this point in the video, consider leaving the video a like. You obviously liked something about this, whether it was the ramblings of a madman or whether it was me missing and zooming in and out too many times or too repeatedly. You obviously liked some of the torture that I put you through. Until next time, though, I hope you guys have a good one. And that was a terrible closing that nobody will probably make it to. All right, guys, peace.